Lots of founders here, people looking to start their business, and we thought we'd take an interesting angle when we were talking with Alex, which is till death do us part. And as we learned earlier about BitMaker Labs, choosing your co-founder is probably one of the most important things you can ever do. In our case, I married mine, and we literally have had the company for almost just over 10 years. We've been married 11 years. Okay.
Isn't that romantic?
So I have a 20-year background in digital. I started my first startup in 1996, and in 2005 we got married. And my background in the company is technology, and Ali is
I'm a third-generation entrepreneur with absolutely no experience in starting my own company besides being in my DNA. This is a picture of us in a small group of our team. It's not our whole team. Alex thought this was the most flattering picture. But ChickAdvisor has actually been around, like Alex said, for about 10 years. We were the first product review site in Canada. So at the time that we launched, there was no such thing as a place where you could go and find reviews for mascara. So that was my problem to solve. I wanted to spend less money at Shoppers Drug Mart and know what are good products that are actually going to work for me. So we work with brands to help them launch products in the marketplace, but mostly we are for Canadian women to go on and add and find reviews for the products that they love.
Whereas mine was, I have no space in the bathroom. It's all gone. Why are all these products here?
He has no hair, remember. He does not need space for products in the bathroom.
So that brings us to our next point. The 4 stages of a relationship and or a startup. Infatuation, the reality check, getting hitched, and making it work. So I've heard many people put their hands up and talk about building a new platform, a new solution. Somebody's got a great idea, and nobody else has ever done it before. So why don't I start? So it's defined as an intense but short-lived passion or admiration for something or something. I have ideas all of the time. And as we've learned, there's a heck of a lot of difference between having an idea and bringing it to reality and monetizing it. Let's see if that goes. The reality check. So that is a picture of 208 Queens Quay West on the 28th floor, our dining room table, with Ali and I arguing through wireframes for the very first time, designing the whole website.
This is circa 2006. I just want to point out I would not decorate like that anymore.
So our idea was great. It was Web 2.0 user-generated content, right? It wasn't publishers in control, it was users. The total addressable market. We were going to be the Yelp for beauty. Yelp was just starting in the States. We had dedicated co-founders and a team. In fact, Ahmed Daisri, who's here in the audience.
Ahmed, can you wave your hand there? There's Ahmed, our original developer.
Yep, sitting in the back. Everybody regrets the amount of 10-pound frozen lasagnas that we cooked in the condo and ate because we bootstrapped this. And the reason was?
Yeah. So I'm the reason that we had to bootstrap the company. We actually did try to raise money in the beginning. We met with multiple different VCs. We got laughed out of a lot of meetings because who would ever want to review a lipstick? I would. And we actually had a couple of angels who were pretty serious. They were going to invest. We went into a meeting. They had the term sheet turned upside down on the table. And then they said, OK, here's the deal, guys. So Alex, we think you're great. Would totally love to invest in you. Ali, not so much. They told me what they thought women were too emotional. And then they turned to each other and said, what man could we find to replace you? And so we bootstrapped it. I don't think that would happen anymore, but thank you.
So if you look on the internet, on the Wayback Machine, that is ChickAdvisor in 2006. It had Flash and stars that went across the page and words that bubbled in the
intro.
Middle. Yeah. Many people talked about this in the past. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Alex Norman was talking about how our kids were keeping us up, and you still have to function on Monday morning with the advertisers. Our business has changed substantially in 10 years. We're about to release our 3rd platform in that time. What are the keys to getting it right? Challenges and change are inevitable. You have to set clear roles and responsibilities. My job is technology and operations. Hers is sales
Community.
and if I go in her area, I get in trouble. The key is have a short memory. It doesn't always work for everybody, but literally, like, to use a sports analogy, think of like a goalie. Somebody might score a goal, another company raises $1 million. We've had multiple competitors from the US come to Canada, and we're still winning. So those are our tips and tricks for making it work.
Thank you.
Oh, questions?
There's a question over there.
Okay.
Some common feedback that I get is not to bring my business home with me. How do you find that it helps or hinders you living with your co-founder and being in that environment all the time?
Okay, so that does not work here. We've really tried, and I think like Alex said, the only reason it works is because we're able to split responsibilities. But I will admit to many a time, the lights are off, we're sleeping supposedly, and I'm like, did you email that person back? Did you? It's really, really hard to turn it off.
But what we are trying to do is say, like, to the point about putting down your cell phone, is, we get home, the kids are, we've got them for 2 hours before they have to go to bed. We try and put our phones away to have core hours. And on the weekends, we really try and not do as little work as possible to be present with the kids.
Right here. Not really a question, but comment. You should share the name of those investors so no founder ever takes a dime from them.
I just hope they regret it a little bit, just a little bit.
Okay.
Any other questions? One over here.
Congratulations. I'm just curious how long it took you to become profitable.
That's a good question. The first couple of years I was actually in school full time. So it took a couple of years before I could even pay myself. And I was mostly doing the company and Alex was supporting us in other ways. It's only really been in the last, I would say, 5 years that we've gotten to that point.